Day 6. How to end every day feeling like you won, even when nothing went to plan. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you went to bed actually feeling good about your day? Not just exhausted, not just, well, that happened. Actually good, like, yeah, I did something today. If you're struggling to remember, this video is for you. Because most people end their day one of two ways. Either they crash on the couch and their brain immediately starts replaying everything they didn't finish, or they go to bed feeling vaguely guilty, like the day happened to them instead of for them. And here's the thing nobody tells you, that feeling isn't about how productive you were, it's about how you close the day. Stay with me, because prompt number 3 in this video is the one that will change how you sleep tonight. Literally tonight. About a year ago, I had what I can only describe as a perfectly terrible Tuesday. My morning plan had 6 items. By noon, 3 of them were already irrelevant because something else came up. By 3 p.m., I was working on a task that wasn't even on the list. And by 7 p.m., I sat back, looked at my original plan, and had checked off exactly one thing. 1 out of 6. I remember closing my laptop and just sitting there thinking, what did I even do today? But here's what I found out later. I had actually done a lot. I'd solved an unexpected problem that saved the week. I'd had one conversation that moved a project forward significantly. I'd made a decision I'd been putting off for 2 weeks. None of that was on my list. All of it mattered. The problem wasn't my day. The problem was that I had no system for seeing what actually happened, only for measuring what I'd planned. That's the gap these 3 prompts close. Here's why most people feel like they lost the day even when they didn't. Your brain doesn't naturally track wins. It tracks threats and unfinished things. It's been doing that since we were running from predators, and it's not going to stop just because you have a to-do list app. So at the end of the day, your brain does a sweep, and it finds everything that's open, unfinished, or unresolved. And it presents that as your daily summary. No wonder you feel bad. The fix isn't working harder. The fix is giving your brain a different question to answer at the end of the day. These 3 prompts do exactly that. Most people review their day by looking at their to-do list and counting check marks. That's like judging a meal by how many ingredients you used instead of how it tasted. Prompt 1 replaces that with something that actually reflects reality. I call it the real day review. Here it is. Copy this. I'm going to describe my day in 3 to 5 sentences. I want you to do 3 things with it. First, identify every actual win, no matter how small. I mean real things that moved forward. Decisions made, problems solved, conversations had, things completed, things started, things learned. Don't filter by whether they were on my original plan. Second, identify the one thing from today that will matter most 1 week from now. Third, give me one sentence that honestly summarizes what kind of day it actually was. Not based on my plan, but based on what I actually did. Here's my day. Describe your day in 3 to 5 sentences. Be honest and casual. Write it like you're texting a friend. Here's what this does differently. You're not asking ChatGPT to evaluate your productivity. You're asking it to find the value in what actually happened. It will find things you completely overlooked, things you did on autopilot that were actually significant. The second output, the one thing that matters most 1 week from now, is a reality check that most people never do. Your brain treats everything as equally urgent. This prompt forces a filter. I ran this after that terrible Tuesday. ChatGPT found 6 actual wins in my description. 6. Including one decision I'd made that I'd completely forgotten about by 7 p.m. Here's what keeps most people awake at night. It's not what they did. It's what they didn't finish. The email they half wrote. The thing they said they'd follow up on. The decision they kicked to tomorrow. Again, your brain holds every open loop on standby, using energy, causing low-level anxiety, and making it impossible to fully rest. Prompt 2 closes them. Not by finishing everything, that's impossible, but by giving each open loop a clear next status so your brain can actually let go. I call this the open loops closer. Copy this. Here are the things I didn't finish today or that are still sitting open in my head. List them out, bullet points. Messy is fine. Brain dump everything that feels unresolved. For each one, give me exactly one of four labels. Do tomorrow first. This needs to be the very first thing I do tomorrow. Schedule it. This needs a specific time, not just tomorrow. Let it go. This doesn't actually need to happen and I should stop carrying it. Delegate or simplify. This is taking too much mental space for what it's worth. Then give me a one-sentence parking note for each item so my brain knows it's been handled and can stop holding it. The let it go category is the most surprising one every single time. Most people have two or three things on their mental list that genuinely do not need to happen. They've been carrying them for days or weeks. ChatGPT will call that out directly. And there's something almost funny about seeing it written plainly. This doesn't need to happen. Stop carrying it. You'll laugh and then feel 10 pounds lighter. The parking note at the end is the key mechanic. Your brain doesn't stop holding things until it trusts they're stored somewhere. Once it sees the note, it lets go. This one isn't about closing today. It's about making tomorrow effortless before it starts. And this is the one that changes how you sleep. Because when most people go to bed, tomorrow is a blank fog. And a blank fog is stressful. Your brain keeps running low-level scenarios. What do I do first? What if I forget? What's the most important thing? All night long, prompt 3 eliminates that fog completely. In about 90 seconds, I call it the tomorrow ignition. Copy this. Based on everything I told you today, what's open, what I finished, and what matters, help me set up tomorrow for a fast and confident start. Give me one. The single first task I should start with tomorrow, specific and small enough to begin in under 2 minutes. Not the most important task, the best starting task. 2. The one thing that if I only got this done tomorrow would make it a successful day. 3. One thing I should not put on tomorrow's list because it's not actually a priority right now. 4. A one-line intention for tomorrow, not a motivational quote, just a simple, honest sentence about what tomorrow is for. Output number 1, the starting task, is not the most important task. This is intentional and this is crucial. The goal of your first task isn't to do the hardest thing. It's to build momentum. A small win at 9 a.m. sets the tone for everything that follows. Output number 4, the one-line intention, sounds soft, but it's actually the most practical piece. When you wake up tomorrow and you already know what the day is for, not just what you have to do, something shifts. You move differently. Mine the night before that terrible Tuesday had been blank. No intention, no starting point. Just a list of 6 things I'd vaguely planned to attack in no particular order. The night after, I ran this prompt. My starting task was to send one specific email. My day intention was move the project forward. Everything else is secondary. I checked off 5 things by 2 p.m. and felt like I'd won by noon. Here's how to run all 3 as a 5-minute end-of-day ritual. You do this once at the end of your workday before you close the laptop. Step 1, run prompt 1. Describe your day in 3 to 5 sentences. Read the wins. Read what mattered most. Takes 90 seconds. Step 2, run prompt 2. Brain dump everything unresolved. Read the labels, read the parking notes. Takes 2 minutes. Step 3, run prompt 3. Get your starting task, your one win, and your intention for tomorrow. Takes 90 seconds. Close the laptop, that's it. 5 minutes, and your brain goes from the day just ended to the day is closed and tomorrow is ready. The difference in how you feel walking away from your desk is immediate. The difference in how you sleep is real. Tonight, before you go to bed, run just one of these 3 prompts. Start with prompt 1 if you want to feel better about today. Start with prompt 3 if you want a better tomorrow. You don't need to run all 3 tonight. Pick one. See what it gives you. Comment day 6 done below, and tell me, what's the one thing your brain never lets you stop thinking about at the end of the day? All 3 prompts are in the pinned comment below, ready to copy. Subscribe, day 7 is tomorrow, and it's about something that silently kills more good days than anything else. The moment when you have too many ideas and can't execute a single one. One prompt fixes it. See you tomorrow.